told, look, some of the Israelites have come here tonight to spy out the land. So the king of Jericho sent this message to Rahab: bring out the men who came to you and entered your house, because they have come to spy out the whole land. Verse number 4a says, but the woman had taken the two men and she had hidden them. First, as I got into the text, the first thing I see in the text is Joshua, son of Nun, secretly sent two spies from Shittim. He says, go look over the land. And while you're looking over the land, I especially want you to look at the city Jericho. And then it breaks off. It doesn't say anything else. It goes right after that to say, so they went and entered the house of a prostitute. Now they are looking over some land, and they are especially looking at Jericho. Now, how do they get to the house of a prostitute? That's a good question. Her name was Rahab. And then he says, I want you to stay there. So as we jump off the pages tonight, it was very interesting to me that there once was a young man who was rough from the streets of Oak Cliff. I'm not talking about me. Smudged. Clothes wasn't so great. Didn't really have much didn't have much of a growing up with certain things that he would like to have. And so here he is, he's rough, he's uncultured. For some reason, he was walking by a gift shop one day. He saw a very beautiful vase, and he decided to go in and purchase the vase that he had taken the money from while he was on the street begging. This vase was so beautiful that he decided to go in and purchase the vase and take the vase home. Now, I told you that he didn't have much of a great upbringing, and he wasn't dressed like we were, so his house was not the best in shape. The couch had cotton coming out of it. The wall had wallpaper on it from the 1800s. The floors were not kept in shape. The room had clothing on it, had trash from the wrappers and from the things that he had been eating. So the house wasn't in good shape, but he had this beautiful vase. He takes this beautiful vase and sit it on a shelf that's dusty. Beautiful vase in a house that's not sewn together. And so daily he would look at this beautiful vase and say to himself, something has to be done because I have a beautiful vase, but my house is not in. Y'all gonna catch it in just a minute. And so because he had this beautiful vase, he started cleaning up his house. He started picking up the clothing and picking up the trash and painting the walls and taking all the smudge and the dirt that was on the wall, started cleaning up the place because he understood that this beautiful vase does not need to sit in a place like. All right. Okay, I'm in the text already. Here's a lady with the ugly condition. Here's a lady that has been in the streets, have been sleeping with men for money. You do know what a prostitute is. A lot of folks want us to call her a harlot or call her something different, but the Bible calls her a prostitute. A streetwalker. This lady has this ugly condition, and all she has known up to this point was how to sleep with men and how to make money doing what she was doing. But something's gonna happen tonight. Just like he bought this beautiful vase and he set it in this dingy room and he decided to pick up and clean up, something's going to happen tonight when she meet a man named Christ. All of the fulfill all of the things that she's going through, all the things that she has picked up in the world. She's going to give those things over and she's going to be transformed. Come on, somebody. Rahab is going to rehab tonight. And she's going to come out this beautiful person. So let me give you a little background on the woman that we'll be talking about tonight, because I don't think a lot of us understand much about this woman, but besides she was a prostitute. All right. When we hear the word Rahab, we think, oh, that's the woman who slept with men. But it goes deeper than that. I'm already sweating. Okay. Only 2 women are personally named in Hebrews chapter 11. The Hall of Faith. Sarah, the wife of Abraham, and Rahab, the harlot of Jericho. Y'all think y'all missed it? Yeah. 2 women are named in Hebrews chapter 11. Now we know Hebrews chapter 11 is called the what? Heroes of faith. Y'all stay with me now. I know I got some Bible readers. Sarah was a godly woman, the wife of the founder of the Hebrew race. And God used her dedicated body to bring Isaac into the world. But Rahab was an ungodly Gentile who worshiped pagan gods and sold her body for money. Yeah. Y'all looking at me funny. Yeah. I started asking myself, how can a woman who sells her body end up in Hebrews chapter 11? All right. Oh, yeah. Y'all gonna make me teach tonight. I said Sarah was a godly woman who God used to bring Isaac into the world. Right. But then you see an ungodly woman with her in Hebrews 11. Check this out. Let me go a little deeper. Humanly speaking, Sarah and Rahab had nothing in common. Right. But from the divine viewpoint, Sarah and Rahab shared the most important thing in life. Yeah. They both had exercised saving faith in a true and living God. Not only does the Bible associate Rahab with Sarah, but check this out. In James chapter 2, verse number 21 through 26, it also associates her with Abraham. Y'all missing the whole thing. Here you have a prostitute that nobody want to have anything to do with. But the Bible associates her with Sarah and Abraham. I'm going to give you one more. The Bible also associates her with the Messiah. Yeah. You missed it. The Bible associates her with the Messiah. When you read the genealogy of Jesus Christ in Matthew chapter 1, you find Rahab's name listed there in verse number 5, along with Jacob, David, and other famous people in the Masonic line. Did y'all hear what I just said? A prostitute is associated with Jesus. If a prostitute can be associated with Jesus, who